Hey guys, what's going on today? We're back with another video on the temperate rainforest. So today we're going to be diving into one of the coldest and most underrated ecosystems on the planet, and that is the temperate rainforest.
It's like something straight out of a fantasy movie. Massive trees, fog rolling in, everything covered in moss, and yeah, it rains. A lot.
But that's what makes it so alive. From giant trees to tiny little slugs, every inch of the place is teeming with life.
So grab your raincoat, hit that like button, and let's explore one of the wildest, greenest biomes on Earth.
Temperate rainforests exist mainly along the Pacific coast of North America, from Northern California to Alaska. Along with that, you can find smaller pockets in places such as Chile, New Zealand, and parts of Europe.
These forests get over 100 inches of rainfall per year but remain cooler than tropical rainforests, which are between 40 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Coastal fog blankets the forests and adds extra moisture that supports mosses, ferns, and fungi.
But what makes it unique from everything else? What makes this rainforest stand out compared to other ones? In my opinion, it's the mix of temperate climate with a high biodiversity. These forests are home to some of the tallest trees on Earth, including the Douglas firs, Sitka spruce, and red cedar, some reaching over 300 feet. Imagine the temperate rainforest like a big skyscraper. Every level has its own community and its own story the animals in it build. The ecosystem is divided into three main layers: the canopy, the understory, and the forest floor. Each one supports a different life forms, yet all of them work together to keep the forest alive and balanced.
Up above, the canopy forms the roof of the forest, a dense network of branches and leaves reaching hundreds of feet into the air. Towering trees like Sitka, spruce, and Douglas fir stretch toward the sunlight, providing nesting sites for birds, squirrels, and other arboreal mammals. It's a world high above the ground, where eagles soar and songbirds echo through the mist. The canopy doesn't just house wildlife. It also acts like a giant filter, capturing sunlight and regulating the forest's temperature and moisture. Every drop of water that condenses on those leaves helps feed the ecosystem below.
The understory, beneath the towering big trees in the understory, is cooler and damp and full of life adapted to low light. Ferns, shrubs, and thick mosses cover the tree trunks and rocks, creating a soft and almost magical seeming carpet of green. Amphibians like salamanders and frogs thrive here, using the constant moisture to breathe through their skin. Some plants, like the devil's club, have evolved broad leaves to grab every bit of sunlight that slips through the canopy. The air here is humid and filled with a scent of rain and bark.
And at the very bottom lies the forest floor, the heartbeat of the ecosystem. It's where everything that falls from above, leaves, branches, even fallen trees, begins to decompose and return to the soil. Mushrooms and fungi work like recyclers, breaking down organic matter and releasing nutrients that feed the roots of the forest. Tiny insects and small mammals rely on this nutrient-rich layer for food and shelter, while the thick layer of fallen leaves locks in moisture, keeping the ground cool and damp. You might even spot a salamander slipping beneath a rotting log, or a slug gliding slowly over moss.
All three layers depend on one another. Together, they regulate the forest water, recycle nutrients, and create a stable environment that supports the biodiversity around it. It's a good example of nature's balance, where every layer plays a major part in the rainforest thriving.
The temperate rainforest is full of life. Everywhere you look, something's growing, moving, or adapting to the constant rain and mist. The plant life here is incredible. You've got massive redwoods and Douglas firs towering above, ferns and mosses carpeting the ground, and thick layers of green that make it feel like the forest never ends. Even the air smells alive. Damp, earth, wood, and rain all mixed together.
Then there's the wildlife. Black bears wander through searching for animals such as berries or salmon. Roosevelt elk, one of the largest elk species, move quietly between trees and graze on ferns and shrubs. Raccoons run around looking for food in nearby streams, and birds live between branches and hide in the fog. Every animal here fits into place so that the surrounding environment can flourish.
Adaptations are important. Banana slugs secrete mucus to prevent dehydration. Elk grow thick fur for cold, damp environments. And moss absorbs water from fog and rainfall to survive in low light. Even insects play a role. Certain beetles help decompose wood, while spiders control insect populations.
Next, we're going to be talking about population information. The northern spotted owl is concentrated in old growths of the forest of the Pacific Northwest. They are nocturnal hunters, meaning they only prey at night. They mostly prey on rodents and small mammals. Because their habitat is limited to mature forests, they have developed highly specialized hunting skills, such as being quiet when they're flying and good camouflage. This small population demonstrates how specialized species, even with their struggles, survive, despite their limited numbers.
Here's some information about species. The northern spotted owl is a secondary consumer at the top of its local food web. It plays a crucial role in controlling rodent populations. Some adaptations include silent flight, camouflaged feathers, nocturnal hunting habits, and highly developed vision for low light. They are endangered due to habitat loss from logging and competition with barred owls, making conservation efforts vital.
Next, we'll be talking about the biodiversity information. Temperate rainforests have high biodiversity. Every species, from tiny little fungi to large predators, contributes to the ecosystem health. If the northern spotted owl disappears, rodents could overpopulate, damaging vegetation and destabilizing the forest.
Here's a joke for the day. What do you call a mushroom that is quite pleasant to be around? A fun guy. Some conservation efforts include the Endangered Species Act protecting the northern spotted owl, logging restriction in old growth forests, reforestation projects, and habitat restoration helps maintain populations. Organizations like the U.S. Forest Service and local NGOs monitor population, enforce laws, and educate the public about forest stewardship. Community volunteers also help plant trees and remove invasive species.
We can connect this to biblical standpoints, such as in Genesis 2:15 reminds us to take care of creation. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work and take care of it. Protecting the forest is a modern representation of stewardship that Adam and Eve were presented with. Personally, I believe it's important to protect our environment, but I also think even more, it's important to protect the creation that God has made for us, or protecting what He has made for us.
To conclude this topic, temperate rainforests are treasures of biodiversity and life. Protecting species like the northern spotted owl keeps the forest healthy. Stewardship and awareness matter. Every species counts. Thanks for watching.